AITA for canceling my friend's wedding after he derailed my career? Welcome back to Real Reddit Moments, where we explore real, emotional, dramatic, and sometimes unbelievable stories from the Reddit community itself. Today, we're diving into a story that will definitely make you think about the line between friendship, betrayal, and the right to protect yourself. The story is titled, AITA for canceling my friend's wedding after he derailed my career? A shocking decision, when a person is pushed to the limit and chooses to take action to get justice for himself. Is it an overreaction? Or is it the inevitable outcome after a series of hurt and disappointment? Let's step into this story, where every choice has a consequence, and where Reddit is the court of emotions and reason. This story comes from Reddit user You Throwaway Bride Stop. We'll call him OP, a friend who is walking a fine line between kindness, self-esteem, and betrayal from his best friend. OP has spent nearly 7 years building a career in event production. After many hardships, OP finally gets a breakthrough opportunity, being selected to be the main coordinator for an international music festival in the city. An event that could pave the way for OP to enter the ranks of top professional organizers. Just as OP is about to enter the final stages of the contract, which is extremely time and information sensitive, Jake, his best friend from college, visits OP and stays at OP's house for a few days. Jake is getting married to his fiancée Melissa and has asked OP to be the best man. While OP was busy with meetings, plans, and confidentiality clauses, Jake accidentally or intentionally saw a confidential document about the partner on OP's computer, a document that was not intended for the outside world. A week later, the organizers suddenly canceled the contract with OP because of the information leak. They made it clear that there was evidence that financial details had been transferred. OP was shocked. No one but OP and Jake knew about the document. Through an acquaintance in the industry, OP discovered that Jake had shared some of that information with a competitor to help a friend who was trying to sign another contract. OP confronted Jake. Jake didn't deny it completely, saying that he didn't think it was that serious and only shared some information to get help with the wedding. OP couldn't believe it. A career opportunity was canceled. Her reputation was tarnished. And the person behind it all was someone OP considered a brother. OP made a tough decision. OP would no longer be a groomsman, and OP would not attend the wedding. However, OP was so angry and could not swallow the betrayal that she contacted the wedding planner, with whom OP had a close relationship when she worked on the event. OP revealed to them about Jake's unethical behavior, and as a result, the wedding venue refused to serve the event due to reputational concerns. Jake called OP in a rage, screaming at her why OP had ruined his life. Melissa also sent a text message threatening to sue for defamation. But OP felt no remorse. Having lost her job, her reputation, OP could not stay silent and let the betrayer walk happily down the aisle without consequences. When OP posted her story on the r/AITA subreddit, it went viral. With over 65,000 upvotes in just 48 hours and over 11,000 comments, the Reddit community was divided between anger, sympathy, and controversy. Many saw OP's actions as a well-deserved retaliation, and Jake got what he deserved for his betrayal. NTA. Not only did his friend ruin OP's career, he showed no remorse. OP just did what the law would have done. If you stab someone in the back for a wedding, you shouldn't expect them to stand and applaud at yours. OP paid for her career. Jake paid for a postponed party. You're a fool. OP's reaction wasn't out of pettiness. It was out of being pushed to the limit. Some Redditors argued that both were wrong in their own ways, or at least emotionally driven. I understand the feeling of betrayal, but maybe OP should have gone legal instead of destroying the wedding. Jake was wrong, but did OP go too far? The friendship was already dead. Calling off the wedding was just the final nail. Neither party is a fully grown adult here. Some felt that OP was acting childishly or retaliating by hurting someone else instead of dealing with the situation constructively. YTA? You lost your job and retaliated by making it impossible for you two to get married? How childish. Jake was wrong, but what did Melissa do? Did you hurt her because you were mad at your friend? You're acting like a wedding crasher. No matter how hurtful it is, you shouldn't have done that. You think you're getting justice, but it's really personal revenge. The most upvoted comment came from user YouHardTruthHurts, with over 19,000 upvotes. OP didn't cancel the wedding. Jake canceled it the day he cheated on you. Don't let anyone blame you for something you didn't initiate. This comment is seen as a declaration of personal justice, where victims stand up for themselves when the system fails to protect them. After the post went viral, a series of subtopics emerged. Redditors share times when their best friends sabotage them behind their backs. A major debate over whether betrayal in friendship is as bad as infidelity. A wave of support for OP came from people in the event industry, emphasizing the importance of professional ethics and confidentiality. Sub-articles analyze from a civil law perspective. Can OP sue Jake for reputational damage? The story became a trending topic on many major subreddits, and OP was invited to join an AMA, Ask Me Anything, to talk more about the story. After OP's post went viral, Reddit exploded. OP received thousands of messages of support and advice from people who had experienced betrayal in friendships, and especially from people in the event industry, people who know the consequences of having their careers sabotaged. After a few days of silence, OP returned to update the situation, opening with a sincere thank you. OP didn't expect the post to go viral. OP is truly grateful to everyone who shared their personal stories, words of encouragement, and even opposing perspectives that helped OP reflect more clearly on her own actions. About Jake and Melissa's wedding. After OP sent an email exposing Jake's behavior to the wedding planner and several service providers, many parties withdrew from the contract. Melissa's family was shocked to learn that Jake had intentionally sabotaged OP's career. The wedding was postponed indefinitely. Melissa moved out of the shared house and temporarily cut off contact with Jake. On OP's career. Thanks to the Reddit buzz, a few people in the industry have reached out to OP. An event planning company in another city is offering OP a fresh start, with a real chance. OP is considering moving and starting over, this time with more trustworthy people. On Jake. After Melissa dumped him, Jake called OP, blaming OP for ruining someone else's happiness. OP blocked him, stating, "You can't expect people to stay silent when you're crushing their future." On mutual friends, about 70% are on OP's side. Some who sat still have also started sending messages apologizing for staying silent while OP was isolated. Those closest to her say, "We wish we had heard from you sooner." OP admits to having mixed feelings. Despite the support and a new path opening up, however, OP still feels hurt and empty because of a 10-year friendship that was betrayed. OP is not happy that the wedding broke up, but OP feels there is justice. If OP had to choose again, OP would still do the same. Reddit gave OP the strength that OP thought she had lost. OP's story is a symphony of hurt, anger, and betrayal. OP is devastated to learn that her best friend, Jake, is the one who secretly brought down OP's career. OP is torn apart before deciding to call off the wedding. The incident affects not only Jake but also Melissa, an innocent person. Jake is angry, but shows no remorse, which makes OP even more frustrated. Melissa is shocked and caught between the two sides, not knowing who to believe, while the truth is right in front of her. The most conflicting emotions come from OP. OP doesn't want to hurt anyone, but she can't stand by and let others continue to trample on her reputation and future. Reddit is more than just a place to share. Reddit is a place to revive. Thousands of people have sympathized with OP, shared similar stories, and most importantly, given OP a voice that no one in real life has heard. Reddit becomes a strong wall where OP finds justice, support, and even a new job offer. It can be said that Reddit helped OP escape death from years of mental isolation. Character analysis. OP. Narrator. A person of principle, living morally, putting friendship first, but also strong enough to stand up and pull the curtain back on the truth when betrayed. Jake. OP's best friend. Ambitious, selfish, even cruel. The act of sabotaging OP's career was not an accident, but a cold intention. Melissa. Fiancé. A neutral character, an unwitting victim. Her reaction to knowing the truth is the key moral of this story, and she chose to step back and consider. Reddit community. The fourth collective. From observer to reshaping factor in the story. Reddit not only helped OP speak up, but it also brought the truth to more people than OP ever thought possible. Lessons learned. Silence is not always noble. When you are being harmed, speaking up is not revenge. It is demanding the truth. Friendship cannot survive without respect and honesty. It is never too late to start over. OP thought she had lost everything, but Reddit opened a new chapter. And especially, sometimes justice does not come from the system. It comes from the community. Today's story is the clearest proof of the saying. The most hurt people are often the ones who keep quiet the longest. OP has been silent for many years, resigned, hoping that her friend will change. But when the truth is suppressed for too long, it will find its way out, even in a Reddit post at 2 a.m. And dear friend watching this video, if you have ever experienced the feeling of being betrayed, misunderstood, or having your voice stifled, remember that you are not alone. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell so you don't miss the most authentic moments from Reddit. See you in the next video, where real-life stories become life lessons.